So I just wanted to share a quick story about Max and his sound sensitivity. So for those of you who don't know, Max is my shepherd and he is now 14. But throughout his life, he has provided me with lots of opportunities to practice my skills. So he was perfectly happy with sounds, or always seemed perfectly happy with sounds when he was younger, never batted an eyelid about fireworks. He was fine with loud noises, always seemed really confident and resilient around noise. But a few years ago, when we lost our other shepherd, Saracen, things changed. So the next fireworks season after we lost Saracen, Max started to, when he heard the fireworks going off, he started to pant really heavily. He was pacing, he was trampling all over us, he was walking along the backs of the sofas, and he was just doing a constant kind of loop. He just could not settle at all. He was doing things that he would, and going to places that he would never normally go. He would never normally be bothered about climbing on the backs of the sofas, but it's like he just needed to find somewhere. He was just hoping that if he kept moving, he would find somewhere that would bring him relief from this anxiety. But unfortunately, he just couldn't find it. And that's where creating a safe space can be really important. So it does give your dog somewhere that they can go and have that security and that sort of sense of feeling a little bit better and coping better with those noises. But actually for him, we embarked on a longer term training plan to help him to feel less sensitive with the sounds long term, so that actually in subsequent years, his response actually decreased to fireworks to the point where he didn't need a safe space, he didn't need anything else. Whenever he heard a loud noise, he would actually look at me like, hey, I've heard a loud noise. And he obviously felt much better about it after the training. And so this is where it can be really useful, as well as having tips for how to deal with the sound sensitivities, the anxiety when it's happening, which is really, really important. But having that long-term plan in place so that you can improve your dog's response is really, really valuable. So for him, it completely changed our lives together, really. So he was much more confident. So if you would like to learn and have a bit more of a deep dive into what you can do to help your dog to feel less anxious when the sounds are happening, but also a bit of a long-term plan of the sorts of things that we might look at from a long-term perspective on decreasing sound sensitivities, then please do join over in the low-cost webinar I've made, which I will put the link to in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you over there.